I'm not here to tell you anything new. I know that you already know that there is no point in comparing your journey with anyone else. Everyone has a different life, a different soul path, their own unique journey. You already know all this. But it's not about knowing things in here. And maybe for the first time today, it will hit you here. And I totally see you. I know you compare yourself so much because honestly, you expect so much from yourself, and you know it in yourself that you are capable of so much more than your current reality. But what if I were to tell you that this comparison is not reflecting the desire for more? The energy behind comparison and the energy behind desire and excitement is totally different, but instead it's reflecting a pattern inside you in which you believe that you're just never enough. Because somewhere along the line in your journey, in your life, you started feeling like you were not enough. It could be for many different reasons. Maybe someone directly told you that you need to do more, you need to achieve more, and look, there's so much happening around the world, and you need to do it too, and you need to hustle, and la la la. Maybe it was just the school system that made you believe that your worth was dependent on your grades, on your rank, on how much you are scoring. Or maybe someone even directly told you, maybe your parents or your teachers always expected a lot from you. Or maybe you just like nobody ever really told you this, but it was just like a general thing in the environment that you saw, that people were always doing more, achieving more, and putting their worth on the things that they were doing, and that's why you internalized it. And it's not your fault, because we were never really taught how to do life. We were taught how to do algebra, we were taught how to form a sentence in English, but no one really ever taught us how to do life. So it's not your fault. But now you know better, and you can be that parent to your inner child. So I want you to go back to your childhood and ask your inner child, what do you really need? What do you need from me? What do you need to hear? What do you need to feel? Just what do you need? And I'll give you my example, because throughout my school, I was always an overachiever. Even when I was like a little kid in nursery, which might sound really ridiculous in this video, like, okay, you are winning 20 competitions, out of which one is clay modeling and one is alphabet spelling and all these small, small things. But honestly, that's not how it got internalized for me, right? Even when I was a little kid, when I was getting all these medals and stuff in my school, I was the overachiever in my school. It didn't matter whether it was in a national examination or it was a clay modeling competition. So this had been my background, and even ever since I was little and throughout my school, I had been that overachiever kid who always got really great grades. And I honestly don't remember if anyone directly ever told me that I need to do more, or that my worth is dependent on my grades, or I just caught on that, like, in general, because that was happening around me. But it did happen. And of course, if I was always that kind of kid, I used to receive a lot of praise and appreciation from all of my teachers, and people used to always be praising me during those parent teachers meetings. And it got internalized inside me very strongly that if I don't have any achievements, if I don't have any good grades, if I'm not that uh, topper student, then I'm worthless. That my complete worth is dependent on my achievements and my grades and where I stand in my class. I also heard things in my school like, let's say, sometime I would fall behind and I would not score well. And my teacher would come into the class and say that, well, if Akshiti is being this way, then we can't really expect anything from anyone else anyway. So, all of this, all in all, you can obviously imagine how it can get internalized inside a person, not only in childhood, but even when you're like 16, 17, 18 in your high school. And even then, it can be really, really strong. So all of this got internalized in me, and my worth completely became dependent on my achievement, my grades, my rank, blah, blah, blah. So when I did this exercise and when I asked my inner child, what do you need to hear? My inner child needed to hear, I love you for you, not your achievements. And of course, you can imagine that when I said that to myself, I cried like a baby. So I'm giving you this example so that you can do this exercise for yourself and just ask your inner child, what do they need? What was it that they really needed but didn't get? But now you can give it to them, because now you are the parent to your inner child, whatever it is for you. For everyone, it's different things, right? So do this exercise for yourself and just give your inner child what they really needed at that time but didn't get, because now you get to give it to them. One thing I can tell you for sure is comparison is not about this thing in your career, or this thing about your financial status, or this thing in your relationships. Comparison is a pattern. Even if, let's say, one thing gets resolved, you'll always find something new to compare yourself with. There will always be someone who did something faster than you. There will always be someone who did something when they were younger than you. And there will be always someone who did that same thing, who achieved the same thing on a much larger scale than you. But you see, this is a pattern. If you don't really become conscious about it, you will always find something new to compare yourself with, or some new area of your life now that you're now comparing, which you weren't before, because it's about the internal pattern. And if you're stuck in comparison, no matter what you do, no matter how much you achieve or whatever, you'll never be enough. You will never be enough. And if you're stuck in comparison, you will always be stuck in comparison. That is the truth that I can really tell you for sure. You can really trust me on this one. And now that you are watching this video, now that you are really aware of this, you're becoming aware of this, and you don't really want to live your life this way, I want to ask you, if you were to look at your life as a standalone life, there is no one else on this planet who exists, there is no other standards to catch up to, what do you truly want? And honestly, where you are in life right now, and what you do, and what you achieve or whatever, is it honestly that bad? Are you seriously doing that bad in life? Are you really doing life that badly? If it was just you in the entire world, there was no standards to catch up to, there was no one else to compare yourself with, what do you truly want? What do you truly want if it was not for any other standards? And are you seriously doing that bad? Because that's the thing, right? When there is nothing to compare to, then comparison just falls, right? We feel we are behind because we are behind someone else. If there is no one else in front of you, you can't be behind. You can only be behind someone else. So if there is no one else, who are you behind? Behind whom? Behind according to what standard? Nothing. It just falls off. So I want you to look at your life as a standalone life. Do this for yourself and let me know in the comments how it was. Because this was a really big moment for me when I did this, when I just uh, imagined that literally no one else exists on the planet. It's just me. There is no one else to compare to. Then what do I want? And am I seriously doing that bad in that case? If I was just to compare myself with me. So do this for yourself. Now, if you do like this video, I have shot this other video for you in which I'm talking about how we keep living our life on autopilot without realizing it. And it can be something as small as how you dress, how you speak, to something as big as how you choose your career, how you choose your relationships. But we just keep living life on autopilot, and we keep thinking that the choices we are making and the things we want are our own choices. But really, we're just getting programmed by the outer all the time, and most of the people go about their lives without even realizing what they truly want. So make sure to watch this video after, and if you haven't already, make sure to click the subscribe button so that you're always notified about the upcoming videos. I'll see you next time. Bye.